You've been busy, Fangtor Blood Moon. Murder, rape, arson, desecration of a holy relic.
I have gold. Walk away, and I'll give you double.
I'll have some words with you.
You've been tracking me, Kiltis. The gods be damned, Order sent you, sure enough.
I need some answers.
I answer to no one, but the Shadow now.
That answers at least two of my questions.
You've come a long way from me, Kiltis. Loyal lapdog of the prophetess. They say you're hard to kill. For a human. But humans can't see in the dark, can they?
I may not see in the dark, but I can hear a loudmouth dwarf well enough.
Put them on my Get out of there! Faster in the dark!
I'd rather not kill you. I need information.
The Order hangs by a thread, Kiltis. Take up with the Rising Shadow. Join our cause.
My path is set. Now, tell me, why the Shadow is gathering here in the north, and the identity of your contact.
In a few days, the God of Death will awaken, and then you will have your answers.
My lady's impatient, dwarf. Now tell me, or die.
Die? You fear death. I only fear its master. I will tell you nothing.
So be it. Give my regards to your master.
The shadow grows with every life that is taken. When Coleman's raiders bring us the vessel, not even the gods will stand against our power.
Coleman's raiders. Thank you. That's just what I needed to know.
You're welcome. Now die in pieces. Oh, she.
Non ti butto prima. No, non ci vuole. Per tu track. Go clear. Big Shadow. Odessa. Let's go. Tuch, Musu. Doja. Fuck! Move it! Move it quick! Don't keep back! Fortune! Move it back just for shadow to get through. You'll clear. Fugazik! For cool! Don't go! Kaleman. Morhak Mordik. Ora ku. Dogin Vic. More Vic. Kaluman. Niha. Kalgash.
What information did you take from the dwarf?
He spoke of a vessel, prophetess, to be delivered by Coleman, an orc raider. We have crossed paths before. The dwarf also spoke of the power of Gatazu.
The god of death. Do not speak his name. The elder gods are seeking a return to our world as our goddess feared. They must not succeed, lest the world be ravaged by chaos in a new war of gods. If the death god is unleashed from the underworld, all things living shall perish.
Tell me where to go, prophetess.
The general called Brennan as an agent of the shadow in his dungeon. Spare no method in extracting answers from him. You must not fail in this.
Lieutenant.
Leave your weapons.
Why?
Leave your weapons or leave the outpost.
This is his head, I take it?
It is.
It will have to be identified.
400 gold coins. That is what was promised. Do not cheat me, human.
For the full 400, you'd have to take the head to the fortress at Ankirk. And that is a long road. One not friendly to elvenkind. I will give you 300 and my men will take the head to the fortress at Ankirk for the difference.
You are a ringed signatory of the order. You will give me the 400 or I will take the head.
And what? You've killed them for us already, that's well enough. And I doubt you'll find any other interested buyers for a bandit's head.
Bandit. That's another thing. The bounty was for Fangtor Bloodmoon the Bandit. Nobody said anything about a dragon-riding shaman. He gave me this as a parting gift. I think I'm owed something a little extra, don't you think?
Alas, for you, an outcome both unfortunate and regrettable. The symbol itself is outlawed. You must understand.
Get me a cleric who can get rid of this thing before I forget what side I'm fighting for.
The mark, as far as we've been able to discover, is permanent and cannot be removed, even with magic.
Well, I have a problem with that.
As do I. Seize her.
What?
You bear the mark. An agent of the Shadow cannot be trusted. Your reward is forfeit. Assaulting a magistrate is punishable by death.
Mine? Or
Don't ever let a blade through that door again. Strip her down to our skin next time. God. Keltis, what do you want? I have enough troubles with bounty hunters and cultists. I don't need the church's whelp fouling in my business. Be damned. Have some decency.
Hail, Magistrate.
Hail, Ambassador. What is this about?
The dwarves are joining up with the Shadow now.
Elves, too, from what I've seen this morning. That one claims she was cursed. Did you have to drop his bloody arm on my table? You should have brought this dwarf to me for a trial.
Don't question my methods, and I won't report yours.
Oh, the hands of the prophet is so clean that you follow without question.
My orders come direct from Our Lady herself. I have nothing to doubt, and I answer to no one.
You're young still. With few regrets.
You have a prisoner named Maggot Goldbrow. I need to ask him a few questions.
Beautiful flower, trapped in an ugly place.
so sweet to my lips and tongue. Sister, you bear the mark. And enough known as how precious. Listen carefully. There is a box, heavy laden with gold. Which gold must be taken to Garrett's Crossing by the second watch of the new moon. If by some chance you are found, you must take our place and exchange the gold with Coleman's raiders for the sacred vessel which the shadows sought these many years.
Where's the gold?
In the hollow of a tree. Just south of the bleeding stone you will find it. At dawn, collect the blood from the altar to fill the vessel.
Where's the bleeding stone?
You bear the mark. Surely you know where.
Where is the bleeding stone?
I see you saved Dren the trouble of an execution. You bear the mark, yet you murder your own shadow brother. Did he speak before you killed him? I know you were cursed with the mark by the orc shaman who calls himself Fangthor.
Right before I cut off his head.
Release Fatumi by authority of the prophetess. Tell no one Magda Gobro is dead. Burn the body.
Death is upon you, wandering warrior.
Step aside, Okron.
The stain of spilled blood leaves a mark, does it not? I speak of you, Keltis.
How do you know me? I've seen you before near the temple. You've come a long way to play at riddles.
Riddles? I meant to speak plainly. A hero is known by his deeds, but judged by his heart. Who has your heart, Keltis Wanderer?
Friend of yours?
Come on. We've many leagues to cover. You know I can help you. But I'm gonna need your help first.
I don't need your help, human.
Really? I freed you from execution.
I work alone, and my work is far from finished. I go south.
You know, the priestesses of the Order can remove the mark. It's your choice. Maybe you'd rather see yourself decay as the undead contagion festers in your blood. Which it does as we speak.
What priestesses? Where are they?
They serve my mistress, the prophetess of Arialia. I am their ambassador.
What do you want with me, Ambassador?
You have the mark, but unwillingly. That makes you special, maybe even unique. I need you to infiltrate the Shadow and bring me information.
And you'll see to it that I'm cured of this?
Yes.
Cure me first, and then I'll help you.
Priestesses are days from here, and I need your help now.
The rat-faced human that I killed in the prison told me to go to the Bleeding Stone.
The Bleeding Stone. What did he want you to do there?
I'll tell you when we get there.
It's more than a day on foot. You said you work alone. Unusual for an elf. Where are your kin?
I have no kin.
Your fighting style is Alarian.
Yes?
A high elf, then. From the Garan Dan.
Yes?
But surely too young to have fought in the Orc Wars. You're a survivor. You know, I read the histories. The whole clans were starving. Forced into forest because of famine.
Bite your tongue, orc lover.
Hey, I'm no fan of the orcs. But I'm no friend of elves either.
You and I have no friends. We share that at least.
The Bleeding Stone is on that far ridge.
Well met, brother of the Order.
Not so well for you, it seems, Coleman the Black.
You were the one they call Wanderer. You were younger than your reputation implies.
Was it not so long ago you were commander of a horde of Orc raiders?
I may have lost the battle, but not yet my last breath. What's this? Your consort? Surely your prophetess frowns upon her henchmen mixing pots with an elf.
Enough! Now you have a habit of killing prisoners before I have a chance to question them. What news from Warspire?
Hard times, human. Good raid targets are not easy to come by.
The rumor has it the monastery was sacked just 2 days before, leaving many dead.
Sounds like a certain someone I know. Cut me down and I'll tell you about it.
There's the Shrine of Knockbanari. They're monastics. They've taken a vow of poverty. They've nothing of value there.
Nothing of value to me or to you. But beneath the shrine is the tomb of Otis the Tall. And in that tomb were some artifacts, one of which was very eagerly sought after by an agent of the Shadow.
Which artifact?
Cut me down.
Which artifact, Coleman?
The Bone Vessel is what they call it.
The Bone Vessel. Said to hold the ashes of Aemon Khan. It's a fake, like most relics.
Fake or not, delivered into the right hands, it is worth a small fortune in gold.
Where'll the exchange take place?
I will take you there.
Cure wounds, you're too slow. Go back to Warspire. This is my affair now.
I too have unfinished deeds. I go to face the Horde one last time. Kill me if you must. I will not tell you the place.
Go on. Kill him. It's at Garrett's Crossing at New Moon.
The girl speaks truth, but there are details of which she is unaware. If it's the vessel you want, you would be fools to refuse my help.
I care nothing for this so-called bone vessel. And I would rather saw my left arm off and be done with the both of you than work with this pig-faced gooch.
The curse. Your days are numbered, Shadow Child. It is I who should refuse to accompany you.
She is not controlled by the Shadow.
Yet you would kill an unarmed, wounded, kneeling opponent.
God has guided me to each of you for own and noble purpose. It is no coincidence we will go together to meet our fates.
Had enough?
There may be a time and place for you to kill each other, but it's not here. Not now.
I do not serve your goddess, and I do not live or die by her will. So long as her goals and my own are aligned, I will go with you.
I care nothing for the gods. I do as I please. But I will travel with you two fools to the Bleeding Stone and no further. As for my part, Keltis will see to it that his priestesses remove my mark. And if I again choose to end the life of a worthless orc, do not get in my way, or it will be yours that I take.
To the Bleeding Stone, then. We'll march through the night if Coleman can handle it.
Even dripping in blood, I'll march any pale skin. Out there. I can sense it. Yet I see no warmth and hear no beating heart.
Not all that walks has a beating heart.
Thanks for your help. It was a puny lizard. No match for Keltis the Wanderer.
Stone was a meeting place for the warlocks. Ancient worshippers of an elder god. Nemet, what was it Maggot wanted you here for?
Tell me to wait for the moon's zenith, and then collect the blood from the stone.
This is not something my raiders care about. It was not needed for the exchange. Only the Shadow wants this blood. We should leave it be. The Horde was to be paid in gold.
How much?
1,000 coins worth.
Which we don't have. Nemet, the time has come for you to tell us everything Magagod was said to you in that prison.
He became suspicious of me when I asked where the bleeding stone was. He couldn't tell me anything more. So I killed him.
You should have left him for me to question. We'll wait here and see if the bleeding stone lives up to its namesake, then collect the blood. We may need Nemet to pose the true Shadow agent before long, and the blood may make all the difference. In the meantime, get some sleep. It won't stop again before we reach Guards Crossing.
Where's the brat?
She left in the woods only moments ago.
Looks like she knew just when to leave.
Which way out of here? If we can cut them down, I guess we can outrun them.
Cowards run. Warriors fight.
Then we fight.
Killing's getting us nowhere!
Killing's all I've got. Nothing beats Max!
Don't take Max anything!
Hell did they come from?
They were watching all along. When you left, they closed in.
Why?
You're one of them, that's why.
Where were you?
I couldn't sleep. I just saved you. What do you want from me? You think I'm evil? You think I'm one of them?
I want you to tell me the truth.
The truth? You swore to help me! To rid me of this curse! You tell me the truth, Keltis! Am I just a pawn in this game? Can your almighty prophetess help me? Can't she?
Yes.
And if she can't, then what?
She will save you.
This isn't me. They did this to me, and I'm gonna make them pay.
I believe you can, Miller. You can resist long.
Enough. We must leave.
To Garrett's Crossing. Now. Before the next night falls.
Human flesh is weak. My wounds from that damn cross are just old scars.
The flesh is weak, but the mind is sharp.
Mine too is weak. You have feelings for the elf brat.
She was fighting the curse. Even you must admire her strength.
Her heart is black, but the curse would not have taken to her. The shadow has claim only on souls blighted by murder and hatred.
She was cursed as she killed Fangtor Bloodmoon.
The Shaman Lord? I suspected he was in league with the shadow. It was he who poisoned Wolver's mind. I owe her a debt for killing him.
And now she's cursed because of it. And there's one other thing. She was a child of the Garandan.
I should have known.
She's consumed with vengeance.
The skies were empty of Rangluf's years. The clans were starving. We went to the woodlands only to hunt. To survive, we wanted food, nothing more. The elves were hidden in the trees. We didn't even see them as our hunters were slain by elven arrows. Every party returned with diminished numbers, and without food. At last we gathered a war party, and in desperation attacked the Garundan. Their women fought just valiantly as their men. And we spared the children.
She is nothing but a revenge. No family, no people. She kills without remorse.
Is she so different from you, Wanderer? Your order is not known for its kindness.
In service of a higher purpose. The prophetess remains pure, but her servants, they do as they must.
No one's here. We're early.
Why do we assume the Shadow hasn't already sent another agent to make the exchange?
As long as we're here first, it won't matter. Keep watch. Gotta take care of this. The elf will retrieve the bones, and I will return them to the temple for destruction.
And you trust her for this task?
I see no other option. I promised her the priestesses would cure her of the contagion and remove the mark.
She is an elven murderer, and soon will be the servant of Goth Azul. When her usefulness is at an end, you will kill her.
I had planned to do so.
You are my loyal servant, Keltis.
None too soon. Here comes Mulgrim, my former first captain.
Good. They're early. Nemeth, you ready?
As ready as I'll ever be to face a horde of muck-licking dogs.
Hold nothing back. Mulgrim has a keen eye for treasure.
And if something should go wrong?
Run away.
You make for a small target.
Thanks.
Beware of Mulgrim. He has a coward's heart, but a cunning mind. Make him fear you, and you will succeed. inspire. The coward soils his fence as I light him on fire. The common tongue doesn't do it justice.
Does the Shadow send in a child to deal with Moldred the Warlord?
Then where's Kulamon the Black? Does he send his whores to deal with the Shadow?
Kulamon the Black is now Kulamon the Wormfool. A neophyte, barely initiated to the Shadow. How is it you have come to
the vessel? I have the payment in full.
This purse is light. Do not think to make a fool of me, elf.
The Shadow cares nothing for money. We wouldn't cheat you over a few paltry coins. 1,000, as agreed.
Why should I not keep your treasure, along with the vessel?
Are you fool enough to trifle with the Shadow? My life means nothing, and now yours hangs by a thread. Give me the vessel.
Gelku, give her the vessel, now!
Any other day, war scum, and I would bleed you like the filthy pig you are.
Seize her! Tell me, Dark Rider, does this elf will belong to you?
A thief and imposter, give me the vessel.
No, not so fast. She has paid the price. How do I know?
You dare to mock? Give me the vessel.
Kesku! Kesku!
You lust for power, Margaret the Betrayer, and power you shall be granted. Band of murderers and betrayers, join with the rising Shadow, and take upon you the mantle of death, the power of Goth Azul. Look through the
I'm immune.
At last, I am immortal. We serve Goth Azul.
Go to the Dimwood Pass.
Now you, plaything, will make great sport for the Horde. Take her to Dimwood Pass.
I will go after the Shadow Agent. I must retrieve the vessel.
And I have a vendetta to settle with the Horde. You would leave the girl to a terrible fate after she did her part to help you.
My only responsibility is to the prophetess.
May your enemies suffer, and your friends. May your enemies suffer.
Prophetess, guide me.
After Mulgrith has had his fun with you, he's promised you to me.
I've bled the beating stone if that's what you're looking for.
Ambassador of Light, you will give in to the shadow. Your soul is empty.
You stole the ashes of Amon Khan. I'm taking them back.
You cannot kill me. You belong to Goth Azul now. faith is weak. Your mind is doubtful. In death, you will serve our master well.
I will never serve Cultus alone.
You have failed me, Celtus the Forsaken. You are forever cursed. The goddess remembers you no more.
Play with us. Yes, come play with us. Are you not Coleman the Brave? Coleman the Conqueror?
I don't have time for this war whore.
They're still fighting you. That is good. It means more fun for me.
Don't touch me!
Ah, but I am Morgret, warlord of the Latter Grave. and slayer of elves. I am going to enjoy this.
Mulgrith, the Horde is hungry. They have not hunted in days.
The hunger will pass.
The warriors, they're restless. They ask why we must wait here. They do not serve the Shadow.
The Horde serves at my pleasure, and my pleasure is here in Dimwood Pass. Now go and muster my Horde for the blood sport.
Horde, act your
And now, my plaything, I will teach you of much suffering.
The Horde kills for honor and battle, Mulgrit. There's one bound shield, the best you can do.
No, Calimon, it is impossible!
How fares the Horde under Mulgrit the Betrayer, Kithku? Have you spent that gold? Have you hunted? Have you seen victory in battle? Or instead have you been cursed and enslaved, taking orders from a human master?
Silence him!
I challenge Mulgrit for the Horde.
No, you have no right to challenge. The Horde has already chosen between us.
Do you fear to fight me, Mulgrit the Cursed?
Calimon is not one of us. Shadow warriors. Immortal brothers. It is I, Mulgrot, who has power over death itself!
What are you doing?
And here you are again, Keltis Wanderer. Though you are alone. So very alone. I've been watching you, Keltis. Judging you. Your sword is keen. Your devotion is absolute, but your heart is empty. You cannot defeat Goth Azul like that. I am your oldest friend, Keltis. Your only friend. You have been cast off, so I claim you as my own. The Shadow rules over the dead, but has no real power over the living.
You still feel pain. That's a good sign. There, good as new. An old orc healing trick. Seals the wound shut, stops the bleeding.
You touched me. Never do that again.
I make no promises, but I respect your request.
Where's Keltis?
He went after the Shadow Agent. You are surprisingly resistant to the curse. My kindred. They succumb very quickly.
It is because they are weak-willed pigs.
As are all orcs.
Not all of them.
So what will you do now?
What I've always done. I'm gonna punish those who have wronged me.
Keltis.
No. He is what he is. I've always understood that.
The Shadow, then?
They cursed the wrong elf. And they're gonna regret it.
You should rest. Regain your strength.
I'm strong enough. No. I work alone.
Alone you will fail. Keltis was right. I was meant to help you.
Thanks for saving me.
We must continue.
This is my domain!
It's not magic. It's machines and powder. Dwarven devilry. Run! I'm gonna break your scrawny neck, coward!
I will collect your heads! Orc Elfkind! Come at me!
Now he's reloading!
She is one of us. But you are an outsider. All hail the god of death. I bring the thunder.
And I bring the rain.
A little sooner would have been nice.
I just saved you from a one-armed dwarf.
Keltis.
You still resist the curse. I was wrong about you. There's so much strength in you, and good left in your heart.
You came back. We have to kill them.
I know. I lied to you, Nemet. The prophetess would never have removed the mark. You did your part, and you nearly died, and I'm sorry. I don't know how to save you, or even if you can be saved.
But I will resist it for as long as I can.
So what now?
The Shadow Agent has the ashes of Aemon Khan, and the blood of Gotha Zul. He took the canteen I collected at the Bleeding Stone. When they are mixed together at the entrance to the Underworld, they will raise an avatar of Gotha Zul, Lord of the Dead. With him at their head, their legions will march across the land, the ranks swelling with the corpses they reanimate. And then they will be unstoppable.
That sounds bad.
They wait at the Well of Demons, the pit crater where Gotha Zul was imprisoned in the Underworld.
So where is this Well of Demons?
Nemet was drawn to them. She's leading us right to it.
If anyone would have told me I'd be joined with an elf and a human cleric, I'd have cut off his manhood and fed it to him.
Yeah.
Good thing I like you too.
What's happened to you? You're different.
I've left the Order. And I've followed Tarsa, an Elder God. It's okay. I was healed. There's hope for you yet. Let's get this done.
innocent people down there.
When the death offering is enough to please him, God the Zul will speak. And the ritual will begin.
Shadow Brothers, prepare to witness the rebirth of your god. Now is the time. Start the ritual.
Are you alright, Nemet?
I'm drawn to the will of demons. But I can resist.
They would sense Coleman or I among them. They would accept you. You can get close enough.
Close enough for what?
Disrupt the ceremony. Get the bone vessel of the blood. Coleman and I will provide distraction to enable you to approach.
Let's say she gets close enough, and even gets the vessel, what then? She wouldn't make it out of there alive.
No. But I can break the bone vessel. Throw its ashes to the wind.
But they tear her to pieces. There must be a better plan.
This was always the plan. That's why Keltis broke me out of prison. I will do it. But swear to me, if this curse overtakes me, you will hunt this body down and you will destroy it. Burn it until there's nothing left.
I swear it. I believe in you, Nemet.
To die in battle is the greatest glory. To choose to do so is the greatest honor. Who knows? Maybe even an elf can journey to the Hall of Warriors.
My vengeance on your kind is satisfied, Coleman.
You've killed enough orcs.
No. There's one I'm glad I didn't kill.
Throw them in.
I sense something. She's not gonna make it.
She stopped. The curse was too much for her.
We will do our part. Have faith she will do hers. Come on.
Kill the intruders.
Looks like they took the bait. You ready to die?
I tried that once before. Didn't suit me.
Your heart is black. Your soul is death. Now fall on your sword. Fall on your sword. You will obey.
No.
It is time. Nothing can stop us now. I promised you pain and death. Elf wench. With the ashes of Abu Khan and the blood of Gulf Azur, the god of death is reborn! There is no escape for you this time. Kalaman. So we meet again for the last time. Your pet elf is about to die.
You will die of shame, Ogre the Damned.
I failed.
You did your part. Now Keltis must do his. She's dying.
You have overcome the shadow. You're free.
He killed it.
Nemet.
Listen, man, lay it down, Tarzan.
What happened?
You died.
You brought me back.
As I was brought back.
So, Your Holiness, any magic left in those puny hands to heal an old orc's wounds?
I don't want to waste it. Anyway, you heal quick, don't you?
Gah.
75, 150, 600, man. I'm gonna need a big bag. 25.
Nemet, better get moving. The sun's coming up. This is Dragon Country.
Do you not know the bounty on all these heads?
Haven't you learned your lesson about bounties?
Fine. I'm coming back later.
We're splitting that money 3 ways.
How about we all fight for it?
Ha! Why not? You'll end up with nothing.
Fine by me. You two will kill each other and I'll walk away with the gold.